Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We're gonna get back into more foodie beauty content. We are back with another KFC mukbang. This is what, the fifth one in 30 days? Either way, let's just get into it and see how it goes, shall we?
Hello guys, I just woke up from a nap. And I know I say this all the time, but I have not eaten today yet, and I'm so hungry.
And the more I hear it, the less I believe it.
And, well, I have KFC. So, but the intention with this KFC is that it's gonna be a KFC funeral.
Mate, that's 3 bags and you're still going.
Coke Zero. Coke Zero is so much better than... I can't even see you guys. Alright, let me explain what I got here.
Yeah, before she explains, I'm going to go check the comments. Alright, so I am back from that brief intermission, and like, there's 110 comments, and a good 95% of them are not good. In fact, they are sick of her shit.
There was some really good deals.
Alright guys, I'm gonna have a bit of fun with this. I'm gonna say what I think she's going to get, and then we're gonna check out what she actually gets. I'm gonna say she's going to get cheesy chips, then she's going to get a regular chips in order to dump into the chips, and then she's going to get a spicy cruncher and a wrap.
So even if I don't eat all this, I have a twister.
Alright, there's the wrap.
We have a spicy cruncher.
There's the cruncher.
Some regular fries.
3 out of 3.
Which don't really need.
Also, I just want to point out how wasteful it is. Like, you don't need 4 separate bags. You could have easily used 1 big bag and called it a day.
Ketchup, also don't really need. Ranch. Now because we order there so many times, we have a free 2-piece strips.
Alright, so I didn't assume this chicken strips, but then again, they were free and added on, so like, half a point.
And we have the cheese fries.
I mean, 4 out of 5 things, that's a really good guess. That being said, do you guys want to know how I knew this? Pretty simple, actually. I just said what you ordered last time.
I might add a few of the regular ones to it. Because, I mean, regular fries are just so boring the house. Like, I don't get it. Add some cheese on that.
Hey Foodie, you want to know what's not boring? A heart attack. Do yourself a favor and look up why they happen.
Right, baby girl? She's watching me like... Unfortunately, you can't have any of this.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Foodie, because that cat fully intends to eat you later.
The strips are even spicy, so... Alright. We have ranch. Bismillah. Beauty bite. Whoa, huge strip. How am I supposed to not love this food?
Alright, again, first of all, putting bare food on the table when your cat climbs up on that after they use the litter box is disgusting. You're gonna put that in your mouth knowing full well that you don't clean that table and your cat is walking across it. Secondly, nobody's telling you that you can't enjoy KFC every now and then. It's about not overindulging and overeating beyond your means. Like, dude, you don't have to go on a diet and just eat salads for the rest of your life. You just have to eat in moderation and eat healthier food.
I am planning a restart, but I'm not doing the planning alone. I'm planning like a big lifestyle change. I have therapy tomorrow.
Mate, she's gonna make that poor therapist work.
I'm planning on digging out that prescription for the diabetes thing. So I have some things in the works.
I'm rather interested in figuring out where all the anxiety went, because like it was only a couple days ago she was freaking out, and now it's like, yeah, whatever.
1 minute I'm on here talking about diets, the next I'm eating KFC. So I get it.
Yeah, no, like you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't be posting this, and the comments do not favor you.
But I'm just being honest what's going on in my life. But I haven't had KFC in a while. I'll put here when the last time I had KFC was.
This is a repeat of like 2 days ago. Oh, when's the last time I had Burger King? 2 weeks ago? Oh, that was so long ago. KFC? 2 weeks ago. Oh, that was so long ago. My dude, it doesn't matter. If you're having fast food every single day and you're overindulging and you're gaining weight, it doesn't matter if it's KFC, doesn't matter if it's Burger King, doesn't matter if it's goddamn McDonald's. You are not doing the right thing and you're putting your health in danger.
I'll probably save this.
She says probably because we all know the moment that camera turns off, it's going in her mouth.
The cruncher.
I've never been that happy in my entire life, let alone for a burger.
So it's a crispy chicken strip, hash brown, cheese, lettuce, and mayo. I thought I would open like a topic for discussion. What do you guys think? Leave your answers respectfully.
Oh, you're asking for people to be respectful? Foodie, please do proceed.
In the comments below. Julia's having a mukbang too. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, but there's this huge thing going on TikTok.
They gave me 2 chips, although I asked for an apple.
I touched briefly on this before, but people who, I guess you would call it e-bag, e-panhandle, ask for money online for help. I don't know if there's a phenomenon, if there's something like that going on YouTube, but...
Yeah, nice try, Foodie, but we all know that you're talking about Beck again, like you're not slick, just greasy.
And I don't mean if you're doing content and you're asking for donations or like tips or whatever, okay?
Yeah, because you don't want to be like Foodie, you know, have 300 members in your live stream and then end the live stream early because it's not enough.
Because in my opinion...
Yeah, I hate to break to you, mate, but you went halfway around the world to pay a man thousands of dollars to love you, but he still cheats on you and you're still pathetic enough to stay with him. So your opinion means nothing.
I think if you're doing content creation, you're entertaining people.
Just want to slide that in there so you don't throw yourself under the bus.
I think it's only fair that people...
No, fair is not the right word because people owe you nothing. You create content, they watch it, you get paid from ads. You are not owed money or donations.
You know, there's nothing wrong with people throwing you a few bucks here and there.
Really interesting how that works. You know, anyone else can do it, it's perfectly fine, but if Beck does it, they're an e-beggar and a clout chaser. Interesting. What's even more interesting is that you were too pathetic to stand behind your words and you deleted the live stream like a pussy.
There's ways to support creators. Cameos, super chats, TikTok gifts.
Let's not forget you can also get paid to eat certain things on camera for monetary value, like someone who we're reviewing may or may not have done.
But there are some people that have been coming up on and I kind of fell down the rabbit hole.
I think you mean sinkhole.
Of this, there's this, it's called beg talk, okay? It's a whole phenomenon. And it's people trying to out people they think are scammers. Because they're asking for money. I don't necessarily think these people are scamming. I think some of them are. I
mean, it comes down to the situation itself. Like, I wouldn't say it's begging if they need something urgently but can't afford it. In the same way that, yeah, it's a scam if they say that they need money for, like, a vet bill, but then they spend the money on them going out to a party or something instead. Like, it comes down to the situation itself. And again, I don't perceive something to be begging if it's urgent and they need it right then and there but can't afford it.
Maybe. Someone like Lisa Richard, she's very popular for that, but she's in the deep throes of her drug addiction. So she's using any tactic. She'll say she needs money for the bus, blah, 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 which is not true. So therefore it is technically scamming.
I mean, to be fair, like, I don't like scammers. I think they're terrible people, but I would rather someone scam me out of some money than them, you know, sell certain photos on certain websites to fuel their drug addiction. And I'm pretty sure you would agree with me, Foodie.
But she's not okay, so... I'm talking about people who are well in the mind. I think TikTok has just become a new way of panhandling. A lot of these people are homeless and need money for a hotel room. So instead of seeing these people on the street asking for your coins, which a lot of people don't even use anymore, they will ask you for to send them a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. What do you guys think about that?
Honestly, to a degree, I can understand. Like, I've been in situations where I freaked out about whether or not I can afford to pay rent or to be able to eat or to look after Banjo or whatever. And I'm thankful to be able to make it through and also have a good support system. But at the same time, a lot of people don't have that. And there's also a lot of people who could have the ability to work but refuse to do so. And those people don't really deserve just any sort of really empathy from me, because if you can work but you don't work because you don't want to work, well, too bad, get a job. But for the people who can't work, well, I completely understand and I agree that they need support. And it really comes down to understanding that everybody is human and that we need to respect the people that can't work, and we need to be a little bit more tougher on the people that can work but refuse to do so.
The people that this beg talk they're trying to expose is that these people have been doing this for years. Their job is basically getting up in the hotel room that their supporters pay for and just begging for money.
Yeah, I don't really like your attitude, because, like, we could say the same about you and Amber. Like, Cameo, memberships, it's basically the same thing. You're not really providing anything other than the essential stuff that you do on a daily basis, which is commentary and eating. So,
Until they get their goal, and then they go off, and they don't, after they get their blessing, they don't go and try to better themselves. They don't do anything, they just kind of laze around.
Foodie, you're gonna need to check yourself, girl. Check yourself hard. Oh, she just realized she's talking about herself. She's like, oh shit, that's me.
You know, they don't look for a job or whatever. I mean, as far as people know, because they've been doing it for years. Now, I realize that there are a lot. I mean, it's really hard for somebody, especially if you have no ID, or you just, it's hard for people to get a job. I know that.
I don't know, that sounds like backtracking to me.
That's why I'm kind of torn on the situation, and I don't like to speak, you know, from a position of doing better in life than somebody who's more down on their luck.
So then why'd you speak about Beck?
At least do some content or something to earn it, you know?
Yeah, that's real rich coming from you.
And on another hand, how people want to spend their money is up to them. If people want to keep giving these people money.
No, that's not how it works. If people are giving you money to spend it on a certain thing, you need to spend it on that certain thing. But if people are giving you money for memberships and stuff like that, well, that's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. That's how it works. Like, you are getting paid for a service. Now, you're realizing that this is you. You're talking about yourself, and now you're getting a little too close to home that you want to kind of reel it back in a little. So, you know, your beezers, you know, not exactly the sharpest knives in the block, won't be able to figure you out.
Who's not going to take free handouts? Some people feel, you know, I see a lot of commenters, I could never do this. I have too much pride. I would be looking for ways to support myself.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I love YouTube, but at the same time, I don't think I would ever be self-reliant on just YouTube itself. One, because I like my job, and two, I would just be so stressed about so many different variables, and I completely understand people not wanting to beg for money or wanting to need help for money. Like, some people are just very stubborn in that way. I will fully admit, I'm the exact same way. I am one of those people 100%. I will suffer in silence purely on the fact that I don't want to ask for help. That being said, if mom and dad let me back home, I am giving up this shithole and I'm moving back in with them because rent is too expensive. Also, just for the sake of it, like, on the very rare chance this does happen, if my real estate sees this, it's a lovely shithole. Please don't kick me out.
And I understand, like, all the sides, honestly, so I don't really have, you know, a firm opinion. There's some people who say it's not our responsibility to fund your entire life every day. There's one guy, he comes on, asks for the money for the hotel room, which is like $100 a day, which is thousands a month that probably a lot of the donators don't even make themselves, for working hard at a minimum wage job.
Yes, but at the same time, there are people who are going to give money to people they like, even though those people are fully capable of getting a job. And it really comes down to whether or not they want to waste the money, which, I mean, it's up to them. It's their money to waste, I guess.
And then after he pays his hotel room, he will ask for money for food. And then he'll go and get like a gourmet meal. He'll get like shrimp Alfredo, all the fixins, you know. So a lot of people are mad about that.
Honestly, it's just one of those situations where it's like, yeah, whatever. Like, we can't tell people what to do with their money. And if they want to give their money to a random stranger so they can have a 5-course meal in a hotel room that's thousands of dollars a month, that's completely on them. Like, do whatever you want with your money. I can't tell you what to do.
Like, what am I doing slaving away at a job and, you know?
You are assuming something that doesn't really make that much sense, because if someone is working a 9 to 5, making bare minimum just to survive, like living paycheck to paycheck, they don't really have the money to give it to a random stranger, let alone to a random stranger who's living a life that they can only dream of.
I don't agree with the hateful people who are like, get a job, you bum, you know, that kind of thing.
Just because you deleted the live stream doesn't mean that all of a sudden the things that you said about Beck no longer exist. You said those exact same things about Beck and far worse. So don't even try that.
Basically, don't see these people as humans, but...
Yeah, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Like, telling someone to get a job who can get a job but chooses not to is not the same thing as dehumanizing someone. Like, you and Amber throw that out there way too loosely.
If you've had years to get yourself together, especially being a homeless person, starting from the very bottom, you need more time, but you've had that time. So every time that you get that blessing every day, you shouldn't be going back to bed. You should be, you know, getting up and looking into resources or ways that you could improve your life.
I have nothing else to say other than practice what you preach, you bloody hypocrite.
Sign up, make a YouTube channel, sign up for the Creator Fund if you're in the US. Make some coins off of, you know, your transformation journey from homeless to helping myself improve my life. But a lot of them will just get on and beg, and they're rude to people, a lot of them. One was so rude, like...
Insert the clip of Foodie crying about how many subscribers she had watching a live stream in comparison to FFG.
They were using racial slurs and they were calling people bums that were donating only $1. Like...
Yeah, you might also want to be careful, because some of those people do it for another reason. They're not doing it for the money, they're doing it because certain people that follow them and give them money have certain interests. Kind of like how your husband has certain interests.
If you're disappointed that I'm eating KFC, just know that
it will be over soon. The video, not the other thing. I mean, that'll be over soon too. Like, I don't want it to be over, but like, it will, unfortunately.
this is the KFC funeral.
I don't think it's gonna be the KFC's funeral.
I have to plan a lifestyle upheaval and some new content.
You could always go back to Lolcow Queens. Like, that was pretty interesting. I never reacted to that, but it was pretty good. Like, you should definitely go back on that.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know your guys' opinions on what you think about that situation. It's like a whole thing on TikTok.
I think it sounds a lot like you and Amber.
You know, people, it's like the new way to panhandle, ask for money.
Hi there, guys. Valentine's Day is fast approaching, and nothing is more romantic than a personalized video from me to you or to a loved one that you can keep forever and ever.
I'm happy that homeless people are staying out of the cold, and you know, especially in the winter. But I definitely don't think you should be insulting the people who give you money or even audiences. Like, it just, you know, probably a turn off. If you want to get more money, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what to think, but honestly, I don't think it's long-term sustainable. I don't think it's right to think that people should fund your entire life for the rest of your life.
Well, until the technology is outdated. But anyway, request a cameo now and don't delay.
What kind of, you know, existence is that? I think people should, you know, if you want to be content creators, make content.
This girl has zero self-awareness, not even a clue.
People will watch it. If they're invested in your story, they will watch it. And they could probably make a good chunk of change instead of just, you know, the same day it's got to be demoralizing. You know, one of them even was like, I hate doing this every day. I hate doing this every day.
Talking about doing the same thing every single day and it being demoralizing, my dude. You eat on camera, and the only reason so many people are interested in you is because you cause drama and you're a train wreck. Like, in any other situation, most people are not going to watch you. And the people who are going to watch you solely to eat, yeah, those are Emily watchers.
But I do, you know, empathize with these people. I do feel bad that people are in that situation, and there's nothing wrong with needing help, and I think it's awesome that as human beings we have the internet to help each other, but I think just be wary. There are people who really take advantage of that. So
yeah, you say that from experience, don't you, mate?
Yeah, there's some people will come in and go, what's your story? And they'll be like, you don't need to know my story. Either you want to donate or you don't, you know, get out of here. Like, some of them are just really rude, and it's like, but people still give them money. Like, people still give them money regardless of that. It's
honestly, at this point, we all know Foodie's pissed that's not her. Like, people won't donate her a bunch of money, and she's pissed about it.
Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Alright guys, coming to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully get to see you lovely people in the next one. Bye-bye.